Okay everybody, here we go. This is a new video I'm doing for how to make Skullcrusher, the rumble horn from How to Train Your Dragon 2. This is a design I came up with. It's my first real design that's completely my own. I've done a couple other dragons that have been mishmashes of Courtney's videos on how to loom your dragon, but this guy is completely my own. So I wanted to show you guys how to make him. Keep in mind, this is very, 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 very complicated. Almost too complicated for me to finish, and it took hours to do. He takes a lot of bands, and I mean a lot. I had to make probably 2 or 3 trips to the store to buy more bands because I didn't realize how much he was going to take. So if you're going to make him, you're going to need a metal hook. There's no getting around it. You have to have a metal hook. The plastic rainbow loom hook is going to break. There are parts that are very, very tight, and it will break your hook. So I have a metal rainbow loom hook that I use for my main hooking, looming. Then I use a small crochet hook for all the little pieces like horns, eyes, teeth, the spikes, his little toenails. I find it really easy to do on a little crochet hook. And then I have a bigger crochet hook that really the only thing I use it for anymore is pulling stuff off my loom. I use the end without the hook to go down in the peg and pull the bands up over. So, but I really could use this one, but it's so thin it bends. So now, when you're going to buy bands, if you're gonna make a solid color, like if you're gonna make his whole body a solid color, it's gonna take you 4 bags of whatever color that is. I made mine where it is a mix of dark green and the new Persian green. So he's iridescent because it's got the gold in there, so it makes him look iridescent like he is in the movie. So I ended up using 3 bags of dark green and the equivalent of 1 bag of the Persian green. So if you're going to do a solid color, you're going to need 4 bags. But if you're going to do a mixed body, what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to do a mix of light green and dark green for his body. Then his wings and his shell pieces are going to be the light green only. So I'm going to get 1 bag of the dark green and 3 bags of the light green. So then you're also going to need a pack of white for his belly and his teeth. You're going to need a pack of red, at least. It might even be 2 packs, I can't remember. We'll find out. Pack of red for his head, the line on his wings, the outline on his wings, and his spikes. And you're also going to need orange for his spikes. And then you're going to need black for his eyes, his nostrils, and his toenails. So go ahead and get those things together. Like I said, I'm going to do a mixed colors because I think it just gives it a little bit of depth. And I put a piece of wire, it starts here, goes through his body into this wing and stops here. That way I can have his wings down or his wings up. So if you want his wings to be posable, you'll need a little piece of wire. So let's get started. Like I said, this is very, very complicated, so it's going to take lots and lots of time. It took me 6 hours to make just his body, not including his tail. So be prepared to be working on this for a while. So you need 2 looms for it. No getting around it. I could have probably actually used 3 to make it a little easier on me, but I wanted to make it so more people could do it. So I made it so you can do it on 2 looms. Some of the pieces we're actually going to do sideways on the loom so we can make it wider. So that's going to be complicated. But you need 2 looms. They're always in the rectangle position. So let's get started. We're going to start with his head. And the first row is the body color. And then the rest is red. So we're going to do a row of body color starting at this end, obviously. So 1, 2. I already did this video and realized my phone storage was full again, because why wouldn't it be? It always is. I have lots of videos saved on here, lots of games, lots of apps. So, okay, so 1 row of body color, and then the rest is going to be red. So, let's get the red, and don't drop those because I don't want to pick them up again. My mom's little dog knocks them over constantly, spills my bands everywhere. So, we're going to do 2 rows of red. Hopefully we can see this. Okay, 2 rows. All the way across. I want to at least get 1 video done. I've learned a lot of things. I've done lots of the dragons that Courtney does for how to loom your dragon, so that's where I've learned a lot of stuff. So if you really want to get started in these dragons, definitely check out her channel because it's amazing. And I've done, let's see, how many have I got up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 of her dragons. And I've done 2 of my own design, but they're more of a mishmash of what she's done. This is my first completely original design. Okay, so we've got 2 rows of red. Then we want 1 row that's the 4 middle ones. So 1. Oh, I'm all sweaty, so I can't hold on to the bands. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 4. Then we want ones angled going to the outside pegs. Okay. Then we want another row of those 4 . Why did I decide to do this in the middle of the night? Who knows? Okay, then we need the middle 2. 1 and 2. And then we're going to do these outside angled ones, but they have his nostrils on it, so I need black. And I did not have that box open. Okay, so we just need 2 black. So you use your little hook and you go around 3 times, so you get 4 loops. Now you take 2 red, you hold it, and you pull those black ones onto those red, and then you put it on there. And you do that again. 1, 2, 3. So you've got 4 loops on there. Hold your red. And if you hold your thumb on the top of the hook, hopefully you won't lose that band. So there we go. Those are his little nostrils. Now, from this peg to this peg. And then we're going to go from this peg to this peg. That way he has a pointy little nose that doesn't look offset like this when you pull it off the loom. Cap that? I must have. Yeah. So then we got to cap this guy. So push that down. And you go around 3 times. 2, 3. So you got 4 loops around there for your cap band. And now we need to put his horn on there, his little nose horn. So the horn is you do 3 times around. This is red. Whoops, tangled up. This is what happens when you're tired. Okay, so 3 times around, so you get 4 loops. Then you double a red, pull the capper on there, double another red, this is why I use my little crochet hook. You can do this on your rainbow loom hook, but it's harder to do. So 3. So we've got 3 doubled bands and our little cap band. Then we do 2 bands. Oops, missed. Slide those on. And then another 2. And slide those on. That way it's a little wider at the bottom. And then we're going to put that onto a doubled band. Double it. And then we're going to slide that whole thing on there. And then that is going on these 2 pegs. So again, hold your thumb over the tip of your hook. It goes on this peg. And then push it down. And then we're going to put a double band over these 2. Okay. And we have to do his eyes, and they're actually going to go on these 2 bands here, this band and this band. But I got a little ahead of myself. So, eyes. Poop, I still don't have yellow. Well, he's going to have green eyes again because I forgot to bring the yellow up. But he looks fine with green eyes. So, I guess it's okay. So we need 2 black and 4 yellow. Okay, so you take your yellow band, mine's green, and you go 1, 2, 3 times around. Then you do a black, 1, 2, 3 times around, and then your eye color 1, 2, 3 times around. So you got 4, 4, and 4. Then we're going to take a doubled red band and we're going to pull all of those on there. If you hold it with your pinky, you can get more space on your band. And pull it down, pull that one over there, and pull that one over. So you've got all of them on there. And catch your end again. So you got a little bump. And we're gonna put that on these bands, which we should have done it before when we were laying it out, but you can still do it this way. I'm gonna turn it around. We're just going to lift that up, grab it with our hook, and if you, oops, hopefully you don't lose it. If you pull on it, you can slide those off onto there and then replace that back on there. And then we're going to spin those around so they're pointing down, because this is actually the bottom of his head. And we're going to do that again. Yellow, 1, 2, 3 times around. Black, 1, 2, 3. And yellow, 2, 3. Doubled red. One, 2, 3. Put that on there. Don't drop it. There we go. And then it goes on this one. That way they're kind of on the side of his head. Because this is actually, you'll see. His head kind of bends in half when we put it on his body. But that's a long, long way away. Okay, push that down again. Doesn't want to go. There. Now it's facing down. Okay, now we can turn that back the way it was. My legs are going to sleep. Now we need his antler horn thingies. And they are 10 long. And they're just doubled bands. So 1, 2, 3 times around for a cat band. And then 10 double red bands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh crap. You know what else you're gonna need? You're gonna need lots and lots of some random color of band to tie off the ends. Doesn't matter what color you use. I use whatever color I have extra of that I don't actually use for anything. This time I used pink just because I hardly ever use pink for anything. I was using orange, but I had a big project that needed orange, and then I had used all my orange bands for tie-off bands, so I had to go buy more orange. So find some color that you have an obnoxious amount of, and use those as your tie-offs. Now I lost track of how many I have. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. You'll see what we use them for. Okay, so there's one antler. We want them to go... It doesn't really matter. We can always rearrange them. I think we want them to go the other way, though. And they are going on... Ooh, I almost confused myself. Whoa. What? Did I not go up enough? Seems like it should be here. But then, yeah, okay, they're going here. So stretch it and put it on the peg. And that makes that at the top. Take that back off. I'm going to pull this over here for right now. We're going to take this off and put it on that peg. And you kind of push it down there and then put that back on. I took a picture with my phone of what I've done, but I didn't map it out until afterwards. So same thing, take that one off. We're gonna put that peg, or the next one on this peg. So 1, 2, 3. I have no video editing software, so this is just how it's gonna go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 'almost dropped that one, 8, 9, and we're almost done with the head. 10. Now I'm going to recount that just in case. And if you pull on it, you want it to be a little curved, but you don't want it to be really curved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And we want this to bend the same way as that one. So I'm going to turn this back. And then you stretch it and put it over there. Get your hook out. I don't think that's going to go the way I want it to. See how this one's going down? So I gotta take this one back off. And basically, I'm take my hook out. It was going in this way. I'm going to put it in this way to make it so hopefully now it should bend the way I want it to. It's just the way you pull the bands. Yeah, that looks like it matches. Okay, now we can take this band and put it back on top. I think that's right, hopefully. Now turn your loom back. And that's okay. So that's the horns, the eyes, the nose, horn, and the nostrils. So now we can put our horizontals on. Okay, so you take 2 red, and we're gonna make triangles. 2 there, 2 there. And we're going to do 2 on this side, and 2 on this side. And then this one, I did these funny triangles. So 3, like that. Is this the one I did the funny triangles on? Who knows? Okay. So you got regular triangle, regular triangles. Then these are like, what you call it, right angle triangles. Now we need to put doubled bands across these to hold the middle of his head together. Like that. I'm going to put one up here too. Okay. We can start looming, it looks like. Do I want another one here? Yeah, we'll do another one here. This one we'll put across all 4. And above those 2. Okay, now we can loom. And then once I finish this video, I'll get another video going for the other guys. Okay, so we go up. You want to find the one that's on top through your capping band. And then the nostril bands are on top. So you want to go under this horizontal band and grab just the 2 top ones. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in and grab this guy too. And then same thing, under the horizontal band, grab the top two. You should know basic looming if you're doing this, and if you don't, it might as well just stop watching the video now, because you're not going to make it to the end. And then we're going to go up these sides, just because it's easier. So you go up one, and then you want to find the one that's on top, which should be this one. Yeah. So you go under this horizontal band and grab those top two. Go over. Then the eye ones are going up. Whoop. Make sure you don't lose that. I really hope that's right. And then under the horizontal and go up the side. Okay, now we're going to go up the other side. Do the same thing. Go under the horizontal. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whole loom's trying to come apart. Under the horizontal, grab the top two, which is this one. And then grab that eye one and bring it up. And then under the horizontal and up to the end. Now, you can go ahead and do your other guys. You just gotta make sure you don't grab the horizontal bands as you go. And do the middle ones and then the outside ones. Now you can't grab those horn bands, you gotta grab bottom two. And that was almost bad. Okay. That doesn't seem right. We'll see when we pull it off the loom. Whew. Hold on. My leg's asleep. I need my beanbag chair to sit in, apparently. Okay, under the horizontals. And then under all these horizontals and grab those bottom ones. Same thing, gotta make sure you don't grab the horn bands. You want the bottom ones. If you kind of look from the side, you can see which ones are the bottom ones when you're looming. Okay, now we have to get these two. Should have done that in some particular order, but I just go with whichever way my hook wants to go. And then that. Now, this is where your random colored tie-off bands comes in. And of course, when I brought up stuff, I did not bring my random color bands. So we're gonna use orange. And I'm gonna hate myself later when I'm 6 orange bands short for some project. So then you just do slip knots. See, can you see? Hopefully, yes. Okay, so you stick your hook through and you make slip knots. 1, and you gotta get all 6. 2. 3. 4. Whoop, missed. You gotta make sure you get them through all 4 of those loops. Okay, whoop, don't want to get that. So now we can pull it off the loom. See, this is where I use, I'm gonna go ahead and take this stupid grip off since I don't use that for anything. Okay, this is where you use the end of your other hook. You can use your fingers, but I think this goes faster. So you grab and pull. And when you get to those ones where those horns are, you're gonna have to use your hand. But I can get all 6, and then just kind of gotta be really careful with those guys, because those are the ones that are gonna break, because there's lots of bands on there. And then you can pull that out. Wait, make sure all your tie-off bands are tight. Now we can pull this off. That worked. Okay, I was worried. So there's the top of his head. The bottom of his head is actually not going to attach to this. It's going to attach to his belly. See, it's actually attached to the belly. So you can actually stick your whole finger in here, in his body, because it's hollow. I thought I was going to have to stuff him, but then I realized there's so many bands there, it doesn't need stuffed. So, there's your head. And we're one step down. And you can mess with his eyes, make sure they're googly the way you want them to be. So, there we go. We'll pose his antlers when we get done. There's no point in messing with them right now. So, there's the end of the first video. The next video, I'm going to do the 3 shells. It's funny, when you get his body together without a tail, he really does look just like a beetle. And then he gets his tail and he turns into a dragon. But, so there's the end of video 1. And I will come back with part 2, and it'll be the 3 shells. And that's one of the complicated ones, but we'll get there. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And I have a Facebook page that I made so people can share what they make. I'll put the link to that in the description, so I can, hopefully someone will make my dragon and show me pictures. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned, and I will make part 2.